take two of the virtual 17th Annual Vail Valley Success Awards. I am Chris Romer, President and CEO of Vail Valley Partnership, and we certainly appreciate your patience as we had some audio technical challenges. Another reason why it would be more fun in some ways to all be together as a group to celebrate our business community.
I like that our mouths are 72 inches apart right there.
We are appropriately socially distancing, and Eric, if we're being honest, I never really want to be any closer to you than this anyway.
I'm gonna do the pool noodle thing from now on, even when we get back to, so I can give you a hug again, Tom.
Well, everyone would be thankful if you did.
So we're 72 inches apart. We both washed our hands right before this broadcast, and we are really excited to be here with all of you. As Chris was just saying, we'd love to be sitting around a table and giving you a hug and handing you these awards in person, but we get to be here right now, and we're still going to celebrate the wonderful things that our community has done in this past year, and they are numerous. I mean, the incredible accomplishments from all of you. It was so tough to decide from all these finalists, but we're going to get into that in just a little bit. Let's talk about some of our sponsors to make this possible.
Yeah, and we're happy that we didn't have to choose.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that we could. We'll talk about that a little bit later as we go through. But let's talk about some of the people who do help make this happen. We're extremely grateful and thankful for our business community right now more than ever in these times when everyone needs to come together and everyone needs to be there for each other 6 feet apart, as we talked about. But special thanks to Bonfire Brewing, Capture the Action Video Productions, Four Seasons Resorts and Residences, Presentation Services Audio Visual, Slalom Fox Cocktails, and Vail Brewing Company. Eric, we've got some of these beverages sitting up here, and it's hard to enjoy them with a mask on.
You can't really do that. I know. You and I usually have a beer while we're handing out these awards.
Yeah.
We'll have to save that after, but all of you get to have an awards too. You know, you were mentioning that we don't decide these awards. That'd be impossible for our staff to be able to pull this off. So what we do is we take the award winners from last year, and those are the people that decide the award winners from this year. So all those fantastic award winners got together with Marin and the team, went through all the applications, talked about the incredible accomplishments, and then had to make that tough decision of coming to a decision. Although, you know, if I'm honest, we do actually choose one award.
We choose one award,
Yep.
and that's our member of the year. And our chairman, our board, chooses one award as well, and that is our Chairman's Recognition Award. So Eric, thanks for that. The Chairman's Recognition Award this year, coming from Mark Herron, our board chair, and our executive committee of the Vail Valley Partnership Board. And we're very thankful for our volunteer leaders as well. They've been a rock solid group helping this organization continue to do the great work we do. But the Chairman's Award this year goes to Mr. Jim Weir. And Jim is our neighbor here in the office here in Edwards at the Riverwalk with Weir Travers Perkins. And I'm going to read a note from Mark Herron, our board chair, to Jim. We're very thankful for Jim and all he's done. Congratulations to Jim Weir, recipient of the 2019 Vail Valley Partnership Chairman's Award. Jim has practiced real estate law in the Vail Valley for more than 30 years. And for 14 of those years, 14, he has served on the Vail Valley Partnership Board of Governors. He was instrumental in guiding us through the 2008 recession and serving on the Government Affairs Committee. Jim has been a lifetime community leader, volunteering for numerous boards and committees, including the Vail Valley Foundation, Bravo Music Festival, Beaver Creek Metropolitan District, and the Hugo Center for Multiple Sclerosis, to name a few. In Jim's words, I'm proud to have been a part of the VVP. It has excelled to become a community, state, and national leader. And Jim, we're very thankful for all that you've done for this organization, that all of you have done for this community. And on behalf of Mark and the executive committee and the entire board, we sincerely thank you for all that you've done for the Vail Valley Partnership.
This is your award, Jim, and you have earned it in these 14 years. You know, those accomplishments are incredible. I also think of Jim Weir as an awesome dad, awesome husband, awesome friend. You know, he's been all of those things. So is he like retiring or anything? Or
he's not retiring.
Oh, okay.
Not that I know of.
Just retiring from hanging out with us.
Someday, I'm sure he hopes to.
Okay, good.
But no, he's just retiring from the Vail Valley Partnership Board after a long, stellar service. So
awesome.
We're happy for Jim, and it's an honor to get to recognize the individuals that our board does do. This is not an award that we do every single year. It's one that the board really thinks about. The executive committee, the chairman really takes into consideration of, is there someone who's gone above and beyond? Is there someone who's really stepped up in service to the community or in service to the organization? So Jim has done both. He's a natural choice.
On the back it says, I've dealt with Chris Romer for 10 years. Is that part of it as well?
No, well, that's 13, and yes, I'm sure that's a huge part of it. I think that anyone who serves on the board the entire tenure that I've been here, we feel extra sorry for them.
If we were doing this live in person, you'd know that Chris and I give each other a hard time pretty much the entire time. It's weird to see when you can't see someone smiling behind the comment.
Who said I'm smiling?
Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, the one award that is chosen by our staff that we did mention a little bit briefly, that one, of course, chosen by our chairman, but this award is chosen by our staff, and we only do one because we want to pick a member of the year. And there's so many fantastic options for member of the year out there. So many of you who not only support this organization and learn from this organization, but you give to this organization. We consider you partners in the work that we do. And so these incredible finalists that we have, that we talked about, we had to cull down our list for over and over, but I think it's just time to announce, right? Do you want to say it?
I think that it is, and I'll tell you, I think that this is an individual, Eric, and we're going to have you announce who they are. But it's someone who's been involved with this organization for a long time, who's been involved in this community for a long time, and gives their heart and soul to our nonprofit community specifically. So why don't you announce this
Absolutely.
This winner?
It's our honor to announce this year's Member of the Year as chosen by the Vail Valley Partnership staff. Congratulations to Miss Robin Thompson for being our Member of the Year. Like Chris has just said, Robin gives of herself so much in terms of nonprofit. I think for years I thought she was on staff here just because of how much work that she does and how much she helps us out. Turns out she's just an awesome person in the community, and she is the recipient of this year's 2020 Member of the Year. So congratulations to Robin and to Tim. There's always a big, tall man standing behind every successful woman, right? No,
yeah, sometimes a short man, sometimes not a man at all.
Hey.
Behind every successful man is usually a woman pushing her.
That's
behind every successful woman, there's very rarely a man. But in Robin's case, she has Tim.
Yeah, Tim's a good guy. Yeah,
he's a great guy.
All right, thank you.
But I think of your wife.
Oh boy.
And when I think of her success, I don't think of you behind her pushing her. She's pretty successful on her own.
There we are.
Yeah,
and here we are, like 5 minutes in. And
yeah, that's all it takes.
I love it, man.
So onto the 10 categories. Again, these categories nominated by the community, nominated by community members, nominated by their peers, and all nominees received an application, which was completed and returned and reviewed by the selection committee. Again, it's super important to note that the winners are chosen based on their accomplishments in 2019, and these are not lifetime achievement awards.
Yeah.
Right? There's plenty of organizations that are newer, that have done great things over the past 2 or 3 years. There's some organizations here that have been doing great things for 20 or 30 years.
Yeah.
This is a 1-year award, and it's chosen by last year's winners.
Yep.
In fact, one of the winners last year, after the event, and they were celebrating, their whole team was there, they were so happy, and they looked at me and they said, "This means we have to judge.
Yes.
How do we do that?" And it's a very real responsibility that they take quite seriously and commit quite a bit of time to. So we're very thankful to that group. Eric, why don't you get us started off with the first award?
All right, so out of our 10 awards, the first one we've chosen to is Best Supporting Actor in a Leading Role. No, that's the Academy Awards.
La La
Never
Land.
mind. Yes, the one.
This joke brought to you by 2017.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Show me the award.
Hey, we're getting off the rails. The first award we're going to do this year is Healthy Business of the Year, as you can see right now. This is businesses who go above and beyond to encourage that healthy lifestyle, whether it be offering classes or some of the money back for purchasing recreational equipment, whatever the tax may be. It's the healthy lifestyle that goes beyond just that workplace, trying to really reach into their employees' lives. And there have been a lot of different companies in this past year that have done that.
A lot. And the finalists, trick question here. The finalists apparently need to have Eagle in their name.
Yeah.
So I apologize to all the businesses doing healthy things, providing healthy workforces that didn't have Eagle in your name. That was the insider tip this year. I didn't know that until we saw the finalists.
There it is.
But apparently, the finalists are Eagle County Government, Eagle Valley Land Trust, and the town of, you got it, Eagle, town of Eagle.
Had me on that one.
Thank you for all three of these.
That's awesome. Those obviously are our finalists. And the winner this year for the Healthy Workplace involved with Health Links, recognizing those businesses, helping them out in so many different ways. Congratulations to Eagle County Government for just crushing it this year. And as Chris had said, this is the accomplishments that we've done in this past year. So these are the accomplishments we're celebrating from 2019. We all know that Eagle County Government has been doing amazing work in the first part of 2020 as well. However, this award is for the stuff they've done in the past. We'll have to give them more awards for all the great things they're doing to help us through this current time.
And Eric, what are some of those things that they did in terms of a healthy business of the year?
So wellness, they had a step challenge. My wife works for Eagle County. I was wearing that goofy little step challenge thing. That's so much fun. Healthy holiday challenge, which is cool. Power down and daily stretch. They really are getting into their lives, which is cool. Encouraging walking meetings. There's an ice rink outside of Eagle County's at lunch, and they're encouraging the employees to get out there and go bust some heads at lunchtime, which I really like. They participated in blood drives. They had gym memberships. They allowed dogs in the workplace, which is one of the best things that we can do. And then they really increased their communication and their awareness for every single one of their employees in terms of their healthy workplace initiatives in this past year. And it's really that led us to, or led that selection committee to put them on top this year.
By us, you mean them.
By us, I mean them.
Them being the selection committee.
And we, of course, are the Vail Valley Eagle Partnership now because we want to be a healthy workplace. We've rebranded our name.
That's right. Eagle. Congratulations to Eagle County Government. And when we're talking about healthy businesses, part of being healthy is taking care of our natural environment. And our next award is Actively Green Business of the Year, celebrating those organizations and businesses that go above and beyond for sustainability. We know how important that is with our surrounding environment and the importance of the environment to our sense of place and to our sense of community and to our economic and social well-being. So thank you to the businesses who have gone above and beyond to show a commitment to sustainability practices. These are certified Actively Green businesses, which is a sustainability coaching and certification program administered by our good friends at Walking Mountain Science Center.
And our finalists for this year in terms of the Actively Green business, Eagle River Water and Sanitation District, doing a wonderful job this year. The Community Market, they've been stepping up in incredible ways recently as well, but also a fantastic 2019 for them. And then, of course, Town of Minturn.
And a special
I said Minturn, right? Minturn.
Minturn.
No,
Minturn.
there's no T in there. It's Minturn.
I don't know. Have you lived here long enough to call it Minturn?
Marin's nodding over there at me.
Okay.
She's lived there.
But let's also point out here that of the 6 businesses that we've had recognized, the town of Minturn is the first one to not have Eagle in the name.
There we go. Yeah.
So the Community Market is a program of the Eagle Valley Community Foundation. So there's a trend here, and I don't think it has anything to do with anyone, but it's kind of fun.
I like this. We're going to keep playing this out.
So, and the winner is the Community Market.
Congratulations.
They received their Actively Green certification in 2019, and they are one of only 2 organizations in the Valley to have a dedicated sustainability coordinator staff position.
Oh, that's cool.
Good for them. This is a cool group. Again, a 2019 award. This group has stepped up big time in 2020 as well. I encourage you to check that out. But in 2019, the Community Market's food rescue program prevented more than 250,000 pounds of food from going to waste and preventing it from ending up in the landfill where it would have otherwise emitted methane during its slow decomposition process, thus contributing to climate change. Besides the fact that it went to help feed our community. Yeah. This is a group, all of these people and all of these organizations doing great things. These guys did great work in 2019 and have even elevated and accelerated that work in 2020.
So they're going to receive a Sustainable Beetle Kill award as well, which couldn't be better. I love that. The awards this year are fantastic. We can't wait to be able to hand these to you. Let's move into the next one.
Let's do it.
Best place to work. My son's bedroom. Where's your office? Nowadays. That's my office nowadays. But the best place to work is not just that physical location. It's the people around you. It's the leadership that comes down and guides you. It's the people who will demonstrate leadership in diversity and inclusion. That's important. Providing learning opportunities, professional development, promoting wellness and well-being, community service, being a flexible culture. All of these things go into being the best place to work.
And the finalists are Eagle County Government, Revolution Power Yoga, Slifer Smith and Frampton Real Estate.
If it wasn't like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd say everybody drink when we say Eagle. But people wouldn't hear the last awards.
And it would be hard for us to drink with masks anyway.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. They're all very worthy, but we can only have one winner. The winner this year for the best place to work, congratulations to Slifer Smith and Frampton Real Estate. They have done some awesome things this year. I know you're all applauding out there. I can hear. It's nice that we don't have to wait for the applause at this moment. Thank you. Thanks from the team, who's very social distance here. But some of the things they've done. They stand on the cutting edge of innovation while encouraging that work-life balance. They've had organized ski days and ski and ride breaks. Paid volunteer opportunities. That's so cool. What a great idea. Wellness incentive programs, fitness, ski passes or gym memberships. They also have an incredible sabbatical program. Employees with 10 years of service get a month of paid time off, which is really cool. They also created the Slifer House. I know that a lot of people have been talking about the Slifer House this year and how cool that was for the community.
Yeah, what a great vibe to foster collaboration and energy. And if you haven't been there, once everything reopens again as we move to blue and black and transition into this post-COVID environment, encourage everyone to go check that out at the Seasons Building in Avon. It is spectacular. They did a really nice job, and I imagine that from a community gathering place to what it means to their employees, it will reinforce this best place to work message.
That's awesome. Congratulations, and it wasn't just us that named Slifer Smith and Frampton one of the best places to work. They were named one of the top 50 best places to work by Outside Magazine and the #1 large company in the Colorado Top Workplaces Award from the Denver Post. So we're just piling. They're going to have to get a really big shelf for all.
They're
going
to have to get the Slifer Annex to the Slifer House to hold all their awards.
There it is. Luckily, ours
there
is nice and light.
Let's talk about shifting away for a brief moment from some of the great businesses and organizations that make this community a wonderful place towards some of the great individuals that make this community a great place. And the next award is the Community Impact Award for individuals. Some of the criteria for this award were folks who demonstrate social responsibility and show a positive impact on the community, demonstrate examples of strong community involvement with an emphasis on collaboration.
And I think the finalists that you're about to see on your screen absolutely will exemplify all of those qualities that you just talked about. So let's hit them. The finalists are from Eagle Valley Behavioral Health, Chris Lindley and his shoulders. They're going to be one of our first finalists right there. He's just a handsome dude. He's buff. All right, Kendra Calls as well, and she's fantastic. And what a great asset she is to the entire Vail Valley Foundation, but certainly Youth Power 365, where she does a lot of her work. And then Mr. Seth Ehrlich from SOS Outreach, the executive director over there. 3 individuals who have made a huge impact in this community.
3 individuals among many who are making a difference in our community in their own ways. Congratulations to each of them. And the winner is Chris Lindley.
And his shoulders.
And well, I'll let you go there. Chris, congratulations to your shoulders. It wasn't something that I necessarily was the first thing I recognized about you, but there you have it. Chris has led a 2-year collaborative effort between key community system leaders in transforming a valley-wide behavioral health effort in 2019. The systems leaders completed a system-wide gap analysis that identified 20 gaps across the behavioral health continuum, identified options for closing these gaps. This led to the Vail Health Board committing $60 million over the next 10 years to establish a new 501c3 to address the growing behavioral health crisis in our community, Eagle Valley Behavioral Health. Chris's commitment to collaboration will continue to revolutionize the behavioral health system in the Valley and create a model that can be replicated in communities across the country. For those who don't know, the 3 finalists and who don't know Mr. Lindley, these are people making a huge impact. I'm proud to know them. I'm proud to call them friends. And I'm really proud of the work that Chris did in 2019, and I'm even more impressed with the work he's doing now in 2020.
I agree. Every single one of these people, too, if we were to hand them an award, they would totally talk about the other 2 people.
Yeah.
No matter who it went to, these are 3 humble individuals that absolutely are helping our spot. So we appreciate that. All right, Community Impact Award, not for an individual this time, but for an entire organization. In order to be qualified for this, you have to demonstrate social responsibility and show a positive impact on your community. Strong community involvement, that means you're getting out there. And we can see it with an emphasis on collaboration and then showing leadership, and also in the areas of diversity and inclusion, how important that is right now. So this, again, we're talking about the Community Impact Award for an organization right now.
Yeah, and again, the common theme between the individuals and the organizations is leadership, is collaboration, is problem solving. So we're really appreciative of the finalists. The finalists are the Hope Center of the Eagle, drink at home with us, River Valley, Hope Center of the Eagle River Valley, the Neighborhood Navigators of Eagle County, and the Community Market.
It is kind of fun that we see repeats from time to time of an organization that has been excelling in multiple spots. So that doesn't happen all the time. That's pretty neat. Let's talk about our winner, because I think, have we done this before? It hasn't been many times in my history at VVP that an organization has stepped up to win 2. Congratulations to the Community Market for the Community Impact Award as an organization. Wait, I see Community Market already. Look, they got another one right here.
They got another one. They got 2.
Whew, bookends. Way to go, Community Market. That's fantastic. Have we seen that before? Organizations winning multiple awards?
It's not every year, but on occasion we do.
That's awesome.
On occasion we do. And again, remember, these awards are nominated by the peers, nominated by others in the community. So folks recognizing some of these organizations that are in 2 different categories, it means that people out there, their employees or their donors or the community at large, nominated them, and that their scope of work was worthy of being a finalist. It's all the categories are judged independently. Yeah. Based on the application for that category.
That's awesome. And of course, Chris already talked about some of the incredible accolades they've done over the community, but just hitting that last one again, the Community Market managed to divert 97.3%. This is a graph. This is the rest that they didn't divert. 97.3% of waste from landfill through the grocery rescue and food distribution and composting programs. That's incredible. They're using the whole animal there at the Community Market and making sure that we all do.
Yep, it's a great group doing great work into 2020 as well. Our next category, we go back to some of the individuals in our community who are doing great things. And one of my favorite award categories every year, as I get older and lose some of what hair I have left and continue to be inspired by our young professionals in the community, the Young Professional of the Year. These are folks who demonstrate a high level of entrepreneurial spirit, leadership, perseverance, creativity, and collaboration.
Our finalists, as you can see right here, Mr. Eric Garcia over at Ari Nelson doing fantastic work. Kate Isaacson works with the Eagle River Watershed Council, and then Lexi Mossman is with Mountain Fit, the 3 finalists for the Young Professional of the Year. What's the age cutoff, by the way? Because I know you're significantly older than
I am significantly older than the age cutoff. Yeah. And when I was a young professional, yeah, we didn't even have this award. Yeah. That's how old I am, Eric. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. The young amateur of 1960.
Yeah, you should consider putting a shower curtain across your face. It looks like maybe you already did. And the winner is Eric Garcia.
Yeah!
Eric is a board member for the Cycle Effect, a board member for the Eagle River Scholarship Fund, a board member for the Guardian Scholars Program, a board member for La Liga Vail Valley, a volunteer soccer coach for the Vail Recreation District, a volunteer soccer coach for Youth Power 365, a Camino Real video producer and actor, and a career-wise apprenticeship supervisor. Eric also has 2 small kids. I don't know how he does all of that.
Does Eric sleep?
Apparently not.
Eric Garcia is a robot who runs on just goodwill from the community and just distributes it. He's actually an awesome guy, and we're really proud to make him the Young Professional of the Year. We didn't make him. The selection committee made him.
I'm pretty sure he made himself.
That's better.
That's what you meant to say?
We're going with that.
And the selection committee looked at all three worthy candidates and had to make a blind judge accounting, and he's the one who turned up on top.
Congrats to Eric Garcia from R.A. Nelson for the Young Professional of the Year. And Kate and Lexi, you were fantastic finalists as well. All right, let's move on to small Oh, here's Garcia's. Let's check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Ooh, gosh, that looks good. It says ERIK. You know, I could just do a little sanding and never mind. Let's talk about the next one right now.
You're too old too, bud.
Yeah, I am too old for that. Gray hairs sticking out of the mask. Young Professional of the Year is our next award, and this is awesome. This is obviously...
We just did Young Professional.
Oh, no, that's Young Professional is the award we just did. Small Nonprofit of the Year. It says Chris on that one, you're right. Small Nonprofit of the Year. This is organizations with 10 or less full-time staff members who contribute positively to the quality of life in the Vail Valley. They demonstrate the benefits of service and how you set the organization apart with emphasis on collaboration, diversity, and inclusion once again.
Yeah, and again, these are groups that in many ways fight outside of their weight class, right? These are small nonprofits with big, big impacts. And our entire nonprofit community that fall into this small nonprofit realm are doing such great work on a national level, on a local level, making a difference in our community. The finalists for the 2020 Small Nonprofit of the Year are the Eagle Valley Community Foundation, the Vail Mountain Rescue Group, and the Vail Valley Charitable Fund.
That's awesome. I love that. That's a great way of saying they punch outside their weight class too, because they really are stepping up against some major nonprofits here. So we salute all of our nonprofits. We have so many here in this valley who are doing great work. These three obviously, but our winner this year for the Small Nonprofit of the Year is the Vail Mountain Rescue Group. Congratulations to Vail Mountain Rescue Group for not having Eagle in your title and for winning this year. So this is awesome. This is something I want to be a part of. Have you ever wanted to be a part? I really want to do this.
These guys do awesome work.
I know they're.
I admire our nonprofit community across the board for the work they do. This group is these are all volunteers who are out there spending their time, their money, their resources, putting themselves in dangerous situations often. Sure. Simply to help others because they have that compassion and empathy and caring.
Their time that Chris mentioned was over 10,000 hours of volunteer hours. This is trainings and missions. They had 132 missions in the backcountry of Eagle County. So each member of Vail Mountain Rescue Group responds to at least 10 missions, 8 trainings, 6 operational meetings, and a preventative search and rescue program. So they really do give a ton of themselves for absolutely no reward other than getting to hike out there and hopefully save somebody, make somebody's day just a little bit better. It's made up from people from all walks of life, 18 to 70, and approximately 20% of the team is female. Approximately 100% of that team is tougher than both Chris and I.
Combined. And if you guys are looking for new volunteers, I would suggest Eric Garcia because apparently he volunteers for everything.
He can do anything. He'll be on your board soon.
He'll be on your board. Congratulations to Vail Mountain Rescue Group. We appreciate the work of our entire nonprofit community. And congratulations to them for that well-deserved recognition. We're going to shift to the new business of the year. This is a business that opened in 2018 or in 2019, right? So sometime within the past 2 years, new businesses. They have demonstrated growth potential, ethical business practices, professionalism, and strong community involvement with an emphasis on collaboration. And Eric, before we read the finalist here, that's often really hard for a new business.
Sure.
Because they're so focused on starting the business and growing the business and getting established. That these are businesses who did all of that, showed growth potential, and took the time to be engaged and be involved in the community at large.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome recognition for both of these.
And these two finalists this year, obviously you can see on the screen, Eagle Climbing and Fitness doing a wonderful job with their programs, their facility. And then of course, Sendy Sauce, Vail Local in extreme, just something that everybody liked that turned into something really cool. It's one of those stories that if you don't know that story, you definitely have to check that out. Honestly, both of these. Two incredibly fantastic finalists.
And the winner is Eagle Climbing and Fitness.
Yes.
With
to both of you.
for both of you. With 8,500 square feet of climbing walls up to 42 feet tall, a beautiful yoga studio, and full fitness room, they've brought a first-class climbing facility to our community. They offer opportunities and programs for children starting at age 3 to programs for people 50 and older and everyone in between. They have over 400 members, providing 30-plus jobs to the community. And since opening, they've hosted multiple local USA climbing competitions for youth and collegiate athletes. The ASCL High School local, regional, and state championship competitions, 2 film premieres, yoga and beats events, community lectures, slideshow events. These events draw between 25 and 200 participants and showcase the facility and the organization as a community gathering place, not just a climbing wall, not just a yoga studio, but a place for community to gather. That's so important, and while we can't gather in large groups now, that is an important part of human nature and an important part of this valley, and we know that Eagle Climbing and Fitness will be there for us when those gatherings come back.
It's awesome. I love that the way that they have stepped up in this time, certainly in this year as well. Eagle Climbing Fitness is one of our leaders in the community, and they're showing why. That's awesome. Small, every time we drive by though, my son says, can we go? I went to one birthday party there, and I had an absolute blast. So your birthday, can we do it at Climbing and Fitness?
Absolutely. And you know what? Tristan and Jasper, you should go there for theirs too.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, those are your kids. I'm happy to go with you for my birthday. But
you can come with my kids too.
Well, yeah.
They love Uncle Chris.
That's right.
All right, let's talk about our Small Business of the Year right now. And honestly, Chris, we're down to these last 2 awards right now.
Last 2 awards.
Small and then the big guy for the Big Business of the Year. But Small Business of the Year, and again, so many small business in the community stepping up in incredible ways. So 10 or less full-time employees is the line of demarcation for this. They have to contribute positively to the economic vitality of this place. Ethical business practices, leadership and diversity inclusion, professionalism, strong community involvement, must allow dogs, and an emphasis on collaboration. Okay, one of those wasn't real, but yeah.
But
everything
probably
else
true
was.
anyway.
I was thinking of my dog in that moment.
And the finalists are Altitude Control Technologies, Foster Construction, and Mountain Fit.
Awesome. 3 very worthy finalists once again here, and it is our honor and privilege to be able to announce the Small Business of the Year. Congratulations to Lexi Mossman and her team at Mountain Fit. Small Business of the Year. Oh, how many times has Lexi been nominated for stuff like this?
She's been nominated for the Small Business a couple times, and it just shows that perseverance and the small businesses are built on grit and perseverance, right? Maybe none more so than Mountain Fit.
Yeah, and Lexi is an example of that. I just want all of you out there to know that wherever Lexi is right now, she's watching this, and she's probably with her parents, and they're probably all jumping up and down at this moment. So put that image in your head for a moment, and we love that, and it's a very deserving winner. Some of the things she did, record number of clients in 2019, and Lexi's one of those businesses that actually goes to people and help them out, as well as offering a line of, she's got all sorts of equipment now to help people come back from injuries and do preventative care. Let's see, collaborative partnerships with locals, small business owners, concierge staff. She was asked to be on the medical team for the Burton U.S. Open, which is a huge honor and show that she knows her stuff. The biggest advancement for Mountain Fit in 2019 was their sports recovery and injury prevention product line. Some of the things I've talked about. I've actually got one of the foam rollers, and it saves the back sometimes.
Yeah, well, that's only because you're getting older and are no longer eligible for the Young Professional of the Year. You need the tools like that folks like Mountain Fit provide.
Is there like a midlife crisis Professional of the Year kind of guy?
No.
And he gets a Corvette?
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Maybe. So as we wrap up, we have one more award category and a short video to show everybody. We just want to take a moment to, number one, thank everybody for all the nominees, all the winners. We are going to visit all the winners' locations, do a little social media interview, do a Facebook Live for them, give them some extra recognition. We do miss not having them be able to come up on the stage and not having the fun videos we've had in the past of the past year's winners doing different skits and sketches and songs and dances. And we miss seeing everybody in the audience as well. Yeah. But we understand. We appreciate your flexibility in allowing us to do this virtually and still take the time to celebrate the successes that are so worthy of being celebrated.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with. I have nothing to add to that. I wish I was hugging you all right now in person and laughing and joking.
The only other thing I will mention is that doing these meetings virtually is it's kind of fun to put on a shirt and tie again.
It is, isn't it? I almost forgot how to tie it.
Yeah, and you know, it could be the first time that I've had to wear a belt in like 8 weeks.
You know, I haven't been this dressed up in quite a while.
And nor have I. And it's just it's going to be weird to have to, like, you know, dress up like this every day as we get back to normal and as we move to blue on the transition trail map and offices and restaurants and lodges and everyone opens up again. And it's just going to take a little getting used to, but we'll get there.
It's a good look on you. You're wearing it well.
Yeah, you know, I too remembered how to tie my tie and everything else. So it's good. I will miss the business mullet.
Yeah.
Of business on the top and party on the bottom, but you know, maybe a few more weeks of the business mullet for some offices out there. So as we transition to the business or organization of the year, these are organizations with 10 or more full-time staff members who contribute positively.
Yeah.
I am positive they contribute positively to the quality of life in the Vail Valley.
I thought you were going to say qualitatively, which I think would work as well.
We'll make up words. It wouldn't be the first time that I would make up words. Nonsensical words even. Strategery. Businesses that demonstrate ethical business practices, leadership and diversity and inclusion, professionalism, strong community involvement, and demonstrate the benefits of service and how you set your organization apart with an emphasis again on collaboration, diversity, and inclusion.
And I think you'll see a diverse group of nominees here on the screen. Our nominees for the Organization of the Year in 2020, Bonfire Brewing, Gather Round, as they say, Hope Center of the Eagle River Valley, Mountain Recreation, was formerly I'm not going to say it anymore.
It's Mountain Recreation.
It's Mountain Recreation. It wasn't formerly anything. It's Mountain Rec.
It's Mountain Rec.
It's going to be Mountain Rec. Okay. Eagle County Regional Airport, of course, our fourth one as well, doing some awesome work. All four of those finalists this year did incredible work in our community. Yes,
they do, and they will continue to. I'm very confident of that. Knowing individuals and people at these groups, they're going to continue to do that great work into 2020 and beyond. And the winner is Mountain Recreation. Mountain Recreation. The team at Mountain Rec produced social media posts, youth program brochures, summer camps in both Spanish and English for the first time ever in 2019. They secured additional funding for the Eagle Valley Behavioral Health for the Youth Scholarship Program, along with a $20,000 that resulted in a 150% increase for 2020. They had over 2,700 participants in their youth sports leagues, camps, and clinics, which showed great growth over the prior year. They launched the Rec RX program with first participants in 2019 that have their doctors prescribe physical activity, and through the program, they and their family received a free membership to the Edwards Fieldhouse and Gypsum Rec Center for 3 months to build their physical activity habits. They created master plans for 3 of their service areas in Edwards, Eagle, and Gypsum. Pretty awesome stuff.
I know.
A group of people doing awesome stuff.
Janet Bartnick, Scott Robinson, the entire team over there at Mountain Rec have really done an incredible job. And, Chris obviously mentioning all of their accomplishments here, but they've also had some pretty incredible accomplishments in the wake of what we're facing right now. So it's, and it's not just Mountain Rec. It's honestly all the ones that were finalists and all the ones that were leaders are also the organizations that we've been seeing stepping up in 2020 and with all that's going on.
I think that's a great point. And Eric, these are organizations and individuals. While these awards are a one-year snapshot based on their accomplishments in 2019 as chosen by our selection committee, so those winners, you're on the hook next year for providing the judging and reading through all the applications and helping us select the winners. And when I say helping us, I mean selecting the winners.
Yeah. Lexi Mossman's going to have to stop jumping up and down to do that.
Well, I'm sure she will.
I'm
sure she will. Yeah. She'll be honored to participate in that. But it's the reason that folks we see them doing this great work into 2020 and since mid-March when our economy stopped and we had that economic ice age. It's because these are people inherently in their soul who only know how to engage, who only know how to participate and to give back and to be part of the solution. So it's no surprise that a lot of the names that you saw on here, both the nominees and the award winners from 2019 accomplishments, are the people you see in the newspaper and on social media and helping their communities in 2020 and beyond.
Yep. And like we've said before, these are the ones that we were able to highlight this time. There are so many of you who are doing incredible work out there in the community and have done. And we celebrate all of you as well. Hopefully your celebration is a fantastic paycheck, a year in the black, and we get to keep moving forward. So we're going to keep celebrating year after year with all these folks. I love that we're going to be driving to, when we can, visiting the businesses kind of Publishers Clearinghouse style to give out some awards. Are we going to let them know, or are we just going to show up?
We're going to let them know.
No, we're just going to show up.
Yeah, we're going to let them know. And with that, we're going to wrap this up, but we have a short video for you, and I want to take another moment to thank our sponsors and our Cornerstone and investor level members. Again, we appreciate all of our members. We appreciate all of our stakeholders. We appreciate all of you who take the time to participate in Vail Valley Partnership programs, virtual programs, who are members of our organization, to help us have the honor to recognize the individuals and organizations that we did today.
Yep. Please join us as we move forward. We got all sorts of stuff coming up in these next coming years. We have all sorts of tools and resources available to you. We want to be there with you throughout all of this. And thanks for joining us for this goofy fun time as well. Hey, are you tired of this tie? Let's go put on some relaxing clothes.
Let's go put on some relaxing clothes, Eric. Thanks, everybody.
See ya.
I am committed.
I am committed.
I am committed.
I'm committed to family.
Financial stability.
Delicious food done right. Education.
I'm committed to inspiring youth.
We are committed to collaboration and getting everyone outside.
We are committed to spreading the love.
At Vail Valley Partnership, we are unwavering in our commitment to improving the health of the business community and the community as a whole. We appreciate everyone and who are working to achieve great things. By working together, we can build a better tomorrow. With you, we can support, unite, lead.